Hey y'all, here's a video on how to do the second slide, or no, sorry, the second body paragraph, which is body or paragraph 3. So body paragraph 2, but paragraph 3 overall of your argumentative essay. This is pretty similar for 6th and 7th grade. There's just one minor change for 6th versus 7th grade. So you're just going to watch the same video on this. So you're going to be on, if you're a 6th grader, slide 11, and if you're a 7th grader, slide 14. I'm working on some sample slides, so I'm on some different slides. But basically, you're going to introduce your second claim. Okay. And you're going to follow the same pattern you did before. So you're going to use an introduce claim phrase, state your thesis, and give your second reason. So I know by going to, it says see box 2. So I'm going to go to, that's not it. I'm going to go to box 2, and then I can use another reason or the next reason as my introduce claim phrase. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to say the next reason, and then I'm going to type in green and put my thesis. So I'm going to state it again, and yes, it's going to seem repetitive, but that repetition kind of keeps you grounded in your writing. So you're going to write your claim again. So I'll write the next reason: large mammals should not be held in captivity. And then you're going to give your reason, and you're going to type that in blue. So is, and then my second reason was something to do with, oh my gosh, there's so many slides. I think I was talking specifically about just like that the laws don't match up. But also I'm going to make up a fake reason, honestly, because I don't want to steal any of your all's reasons. So didn't I write a reason? Didn't I write some really silly reasons? They're afraid of the dark. And okay, so my first reason is they're afraid of the dark. My second reason is going to be is that it is too cold for them inside. I don't know. That doesn't even make sense. But again, I am trying to kind of be silly. Okay. Again, I'm being silly because I don't want to steal your answers. Okay, so then one sentence in that box. So in the second box, you're going to go to box 4 and get an introduce evidence phrase. So box 4. And again, I'm going to do it a little differently than I did on the first slide. I'm going to say, well, I'm just going to show you both ways again. So I'm going to go get my quote. You can do this however you think is easier. So I'm going to go get my quote from slide 5. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to use my introduce evidence phrase. So, oh, darn you. Okay. You should not be blue. Like I worked so hard to make you not be blue. Okay. So if it shows up blue, start typing in black. Follow the colors. Okay. So, according to the Animal Defense Fund, and then you put a comma and put your quote. Now notice, oh, I didn't need to put the, yeah, okay. Notice that this needs to be in green, so I'm going to go make it green, right? My evidence. And I need my source to be in blue, and I need to put the URL in there. Also, I'm going to double check that that's the name of that source because I'm not 100% sure. Animal Legal Defense Fund. So I was off by one word. So it's good that I checked, right? And I'm just going to copy that URL. And I'm going to put it right in there. Okay. And again, remember that you can always do it this way, but you can also do it this way. Don't go away. So you can just, because notice if I do it this way, the word the becomes the middle of a sentence, so I need to lowercase the t. But if I do it this way, the would be the beginning of the sentence. I'm gonna and I'm gonna move this stuff down here. And instead of having a comma here, or a period here, I'm gonna put a comma and then do that. Now let me make it all a little smaller so you guys can see it. Okay. So a couple ways you can do that. Now, the next thing you need to do is introduce your reason, or you explain. You're basically explaining this evidence. So you're going to go to box 5 to get a sample of what you could say. So therefore, this means, it stands to reason, this suggests, those are all your options. So I want to use something different than I did. Cannot believe okay. So again, I'm going to start in black. This means that large mammals will be cold and uncomfortable if they are in captivity. Okay. And actually, I need to put my reason in blue. Okay. All right. And then the last thing is, this is where the 6th and 7th graders differ just a little bit. Everything else has been the same for you guys in this video. But in this one, 6th graders, you are just writing 3 body paragraphs, one with each with a different reason. Whereas 7th graders, you're going to do something a little different. So first part of this is, and so 7th graders, you can maybe like skip ahead like 30 to 60 seconds right here. But basically, 6th graders, you're going to go to box 6 and you're just going to find another transition that leads you into more evidence. You can pick a whole sentence frame or you can pick a word. Remember that if you pick a word, all that means is it's going to kind of change how you connect your next paragraph, and which we'll talk about more when you get to putting it all together, which is the final draft phase. So this time I'm going to use a word. So I'm just going to say additionally, comma, and that's all I'm going to say. You might just write a word there. And if you do, you need a comma, but then that's it. Or you might write a whole sentence like I did last time. Okay, 7th graders, you are now, the only difference you have here is that in box 6, you are going to be using a counterclaim argument. And I know that this says similar argument transition sentence. Let me double check. What's going on here? Did I do that for all of them? Yeah. Okay. So I'll just correct that in your guys' packet, but this should actually say counter argument. Okay. A counter argument transition sentence. Counterclaim. Okay, so that should say counterclaim, and like I said, I'll fix it in your packets because you guys are doing your last claim is going to be a counterclaim. Okay, so you could have everything be the same as the 6th graders just did, but you're going to use one of these phrases instead, which is like, unlike, nevertheless, on the other hand, however, despite, whereas, alternatively, not everyone agrees with these arguments. I'm going to be honest, guys, because you're just introducing a counterclaim and not something you actually necessarily believe in, I would use one of these sentences because it sort of softens the blow of disagreeing with what you've been saying. So, you might want to say something like, not everyone agrees with these arguments. That's probably a really good one to use. Okay. All right. So I hope that helps. That's the video for everyone, 6th and 7th grade, for body paragraph 2, which is your 3rd paragraph overall. Okay. Thanks. Bye.